Today we're going to expand our strumming practice with a concrete style, the blues. So coming up. Hey everyone, Paul here, PZ Guitar, your virtual practice partner. In today's lesson, we really put together all the skills that we've been practicing so far in this series. We'll continue our strumming, but today it's going to be using the blues, particularly in the key of E. To me, that's the bluesiest of all the blues keys there are. Don't worry about the B chord. I've got alternatives for you. So let's get ready. So I've made videos before about the blues strumming, and I suggest that you watch that video. It's probably going to be a link up here somewhere for that content, because in that video is content that I don't cover here today, as well as today is going to be content that I don't cover back there. So between the two, you're going to get a wealth of information. I'll also put that link in the description, the video description. During the fundamental strumming series that we've been doing, we practice multiple strum patterns, singly as well as consecutively, and today we'll continue that fashion. And be sure to download today's documentation, chord charts, generic charts, as well as overall flow. This diagram here is invaluable, as well as the actual strum patterns that we're going to be using here today. Without it, it's going to be very, very, very difficult to follow along. I'll put up little screen helpers, but nothing will substitute for the actual PDF. So download it. That URL will be in the description. So today, I'm going to split this lesson up into two parts. Part one, the technical aspect, I'm going to use my electric, and we'll discuss the chords and the strums and the overall structure of the blues pattern that we're going to be doing here today. And part two is it's a full tilt all the way demo of the 12-bar blues pattern played 9 times. That's right, 3 different strum patterns, and each of those strum patterns has a different turnaround. So there's going to be nine different 12-bar blues patterns. So it's going to be a great way for you to play along with me, and it's going to be a mind bender. I definitely highly recommend that you download the doc in order to follow along. Otherwise, you'll get lost. And trust me, I got lost in making this. This is like the 4th attempt. If you like this type of virtual practice, then I ask you to subscribe to the channel. If you do appreciate this kind of learning, then hit that like button. That will tell YouTube to share that content with others just like yourself. And don't forget to ring the bell so that way you get notified for new content. So let's get into the brass tacks here. So the 12-bar blues pattern is the chords, the 1, the 4, and the 5 progression chords in whatever particular key. Today is going to be the key of E. So today we're going to be using E, A, and B. And in particular, we're going to be using the dominant 7th chords, E7, A7, and B7. All of them open chords. The E7, the A7, and the B7. Now, I understand that the B7 can be a tricky chord for a beginner to play, and so alternative number 1 for that B7 chord is take your pinky off the playing field and just use the shape that's on there, which is exactly the same shape as you would have on a D7 chord. A D7 chord is played this way. And if I move everybody northward, 1, 2 strings, and keep the same relative shape, that is a B11. Okay, it's in the family. It will work just fine. And if even that is going to be a bit of an issue, there's another alternative. It's another 2-fingered chord here. And on the screen, it's called a B augmented add 11. A big name, easy to play. It's in the family. It will do just fine. So you can play an E7, an A7, and a B aug. I'll just call it the B aug, B augmented. So you can do that, or you can play and aspire to the B7, which is a much bluesier sounding chord. So those are the chords. So for this strum pattern, this 12-bar blues strum pattern, again, it's the 1-4-5. So we have 12 measures. And in those 12 measures, the first 4 measures is the E7 chord. And I'll just demonstrate by using just 4 down strums, which is another way of just playing this in a very, very basic style. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do 2 bars of A7, 5, 6. Go back home to E7, 7, 8. Now, a lot of action happens on bars 9 through 12. So bar 9, we hit our B7 chord or B11 chord or B augmented chord. And then we go to the A. And bar 11 is back home to E7. Now bar 12, we use a different strum pattern. I call it a turnaround or the turn. So we had strum pattern A all the way through, and now for the turn, we do a different strum pattern. Anything different. It's kind of think of it like the first 11 bars is like a sentence, and the turnaround is like the punctuation mark to that sentence. So for strum pattern A, I'll put that on the screen. Strum pattern A, and I'll demonstrate it with the E7 chord. Down, up, 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 down. 1 and 4. So we used that strum pattern for the first 11 bars, and then for that 12th bar, we use a different strum pattern. We use it as the turn. So let's play bars 9, 10, 11, and then use our turnaround for bar number 12 to give you a flavor as to what's coming up here. So this is strum pattern A, bars 9, 10, and 11, and then the first turn. And then right back in. So even that little short segment sounds very bluesy. And it's important that on that turnaround that I left a lot of open space. I left nothing on the end of 3, nothing on 4, nothing on the end of 4. I let the sentence just be open. And then before we start the next sentence. So we play the turnaround for the second time through, we have a different strum pattern. Let's put that in context. Measures 9, 10, 11, and then turn number 2. And then we go back up to the third round of this 12-bar blues pattern. We do the same thing again. The first 11 bars is the same strum pattern, and we have a different strum pattern for turn number 3. Turn number 3, I'm just going to demonstrate it, is down, up, down, down. So on the screen is going to be the overall flow. So the first column shows we have strum pattern A, turn 1, strum pattern A, turn 2, strum pattern A, turn 3. Then we go back up and reset again, and now we do another strum pattern, a different strum pattern number 2, or strum pattern B actually. And so that strum pattern is down, up, down, up, down. So, and you could play that with like a swing feel. So and again, you use the same formula. Strum pattern B, turn 1, strum pattern B, turn 2, strum pattern B, turn 3. Then we play strum pattern 3 for the next 3 12-bar blues. And strum pattern 3 is a little different than strum pattern B. So strum pattern C, excuse me. I add an up strum on the and of 2 is the difference. Follow that with turn 1, strum pattern C, turn 2, strum pattern C, turn 3. And if you want, if you're up to it, or if your fingers aren't bleeding yet, go back up to the top and repeat the whole thing, or just end up on a single E7 chord to finish the whole thing. Again, I highly recommend that you download this document to follow along, at least for the first time, before you get a good feel on it. And again, this is fun. You can think of like one strum pattern being the verse, another strum pattern being the chorus, and another strum pattern being the bridge where that extended solo takes place. You know, you can think of it that way, and then you can mix and match them any way you want. If you like turn 2 all the time, then use turn 2 all the time. That's it's up to you. I'm just giving you suggestions. If you have your own strum pattern, let me know. Put it in the comment. Let me know what your strum pattern is. If you have a different turnaround, put it in the comment. Let me know. Let everyone else know. And that's our blues. And so I hope you stick around for the actual playthrough, so that way you can practice with me and have a lot of fun playing the blues. Everyone, thanks so much for sticking around and practicing the blues, the PZ guitar blues with me here today. It's a lot of fun, despite its name. The blues is a fun thing to play. And with all of the things that we've done so far, the ADE, the GCD, the DGA, the CFG, all those things, plus the E minor, A minor, D minor, all those things, and all the right hand drills and all the changing the chords of the left hand, it all starts to play dividends starting here today. So thanks for sticking around. Keep practicing, and thanks. I'll see you soon.